Videos is very much an integral part of what the Bebo experience is, and not so much because we planned it, but just because it happened to be the case. We serve over 1 billion videos each month, and video consumption is something that's very close to our users' heart. The interesting thing about the way they use video is, yes, they watch it, but they actually use it as a badge, as a way to express themselves and to say, listen, this is who I am, this is what I'm interested in. They copy it onto their profiles, not to watch it on their profiles, but to show to their friends and everybody who comes and visits their profiles, this is what I'm into at this point in time. And then about a year ago, we started moving to original productions. So we started commissioning productions from scratch, not stuff that's repurposed from TV or from Hollywood, but stuff that uses the internet and social networks as the medium of choice of storytelling. We started with something called KateModern, which has garnered just over 50 million views since we started it in August of last year. Following on that, we started with Sophia's Diary a couple months ago. That's already at 10 million views. And then in the next 2 weeks, we're launching a new reality TV, not on TV show called Gap Year, where we're sending 6 Bebo users from around the world on a all expenses paid trip for 6 months, where the community gets to follow them and actually influence what happens to them as they travel around the world. We believe that the internet hasn't really been taken advantage of as a platform for storytelling. You know, a lot of people create content for the internet. You ask them what they want to be when they grow up, they say, well, I want to be discovered on TV, or I want my show to get to Hollywood. We're looking for the people who say, listen, this is the platform that I want to be on. I want to create content on the internet for internet viewers. And we realize that unless we spearhead this, unless we make a lot of experiments and try and make mistakes and correct them, we're not going to be able to create the environment that's going to draw these storytellers to the internet, and that's going to find a way to fund them to continue to create for the internet. Beyond that, we believe there's an opportunity to create a new form of advertising, whereby we're used to seeing product placement on TV and film. We think there's a better way, smarter way to do it on the internet and within social networks, where the brands, the products are not just, you're drinking a cup of a soft drink and you're like, wow, this tastes great. It's something that's a bit more intelligent, a bit smarter, but that could create as good as effect, if not better, than brand integration on TV and on film. We realized that if we try to convince media companies to use our player, under our branding and run our advertising, that's never going to work. Media owners, whether they're small or large, work too hard to create their own content, build relationships with advertisers, find their technical solutions. So we launched in November of last year something called Open Media, where we basically decided to remove all these obstacles. If you're a media company, we can bring your content to our users. You can use whatever video player you want. You could control the branding fully. We're not going to run any advertising on your show profile. You can have a direct relationship with our users. And best of all, you can run advertising on your video, and we're not going to ask a single cent of it. Keep all the revenue to yourself and bring your content to Bebo. We want to create the best platform for you to make money from your content. Most of these billion videos a month that I described, they get discovered by people putting it on their profile, and then their friends find out about it, and then they tell their friends and so on. But a lot of media companies come to Bebo and they promote their content either on Bebo or off Bebo. We've got examples where MTV, for example, launched a new program, and all the episodes are made available on Bebo, but the marketing budget was actually spent outside of Bebo to drive traffic to the Bebo profile. And there are a number of ways where we work with brands to help them basically increase their exposure on Bebo, both using viral features and using more traditional exposure methods.